Hello, everybody. This is Tammy, and I wanted to talk about reinventing yourself over 50. So, talking about that now because I'm over 50 and I'm reinventing myself. I'm in that process right now. And for me, it's exciting. For some people, it's challenging. Some people, it's hard and difficult. But let me give you a definition of reinvention. I have some notes. Reinvention is the action or process through which something is changed so much that it appears to be entirely new. So think about that. Think about that definition. When you reinvent yourself, you're changing yourself into something that doesn't even resemble what you used to look like. And this is look like, feel like, we're looking at all of the different ways. Look like, feel like, know, all of that stuff. So when you're reinventing yourself, you are changing into something that is new. For me, I say I'm changing into something that is even more magical than I already am. And so, reinvention. I talk about this, and actually, I was thinking about it earlier and a few days ago. But today is the day that I wanted to share on it. And so, if you are in that space of reinventing yourself, and this is what I call it remembering who the fuck you are, remembering your magic. So, join me in my membership. I dropped the link below. My membership that is on Stan Store, it is Remember Who TF You Are. And so I wanted to bring people together so that we could come together and start to understand and know. Because here's the thing. This life that we are living, we have already lived this. That's why you got to remember. And sometimes you got to remember because you forgot. And so that's one of the things that I truly do enjoy helping people do, helping them connect to their body, to their souls. And so in reinvention, that is one thing that I have been doing. I've been connecting deeply to my God self, to the God that lives inside of me. Not listening to, and what I've done is I've stopped listening to a lot of media and stuff like that. That stuff is just not even going to work out well. Stop listening to the news because it's not even news anymore anyway. So that's something that helps me. Now that might not be your thing, but my thing is I can't do it because it's just too much. I'm empathic, and I feel everything and everyone, and so the less I have to feel, the better it is for me. However, in reinventing myself, it is really totally into shifting timelines because I just read the definition to you. Reinvention is the action or process through which something is changed so much that it appears to be entirely new. So if that's where you are, that's the place that you're in, it's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. Now, what I got to say about that is it's not always easy, and sometimes there are challenges. However, challenges don't mean that you can't do it. It just means that there may be some obstacles in the way of you trying to do this thing. And obstacles could be people that are in your life that are saying things to you. I recommend that if you are reinventing yourself, that you don't tell a lot of people. That you tell people that you trust, people that are supportive, people that understand. A lot of times, I'm 56, and so I talk to a lot of people in their 40s, late 40s, and 50s and 60s because I know that they understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. They understand what I'm saying because they have lived a lot of the same things that I am shifting. And they understand reinvention because I've met people that they're in their 60s and they're on their third career because they decided that they wanted to do something different. They might have done something for 20 years and then they did something else for 10 or 15 and now they're doing something else that they've been doing, and it's totally okay and it's perfect, and I call that reinvention. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm shifting totally into some things that I've been wanting to do. And I'm allowing myself the freedom and giving myself the permission. So if you are needing permission, here you go. This is your permission. I just did an interview with beautiful, beautiful soul, Avril, of Fifth and Grace. tarot, and she was amazing. And we actually talked about permission because she and I are in the same space and same age group. And we talked about how we often need permission. And it's because of how we have been conditioned. We've been conditioned to think that we need somebody to give us permission to tell us that it's okay for us to do, whatever we want to do. It's okay. I talk about the fact that there were a few things that I wanted to do growing up. When I graduated from high school, I wanted to go to the Naval Academy. And let me tell you why. I wanted to go to the Naval Academy because I was already at 17 years old thinking about retirement, because I said, if I go to the Naval Academy in 20 years, I can be retired. I can have a decent retirement because I would have been an officer, because I would have went to the Naval Academy. My retirement would have been enough probably to live on, without me having to do another job. And I could actually do what I wanted to do, which one of the things was write. I am a writer today. I have written and published 3 books now, working on a few more because I just enjoy it. And it was something that I wanted to do. I was discouraged by, people in my life that, I needed to make sure that I did something that I could get a job, something that I could make money, so that these other things, basically are passion projects. Is the thing that I got from it. It's passion projects, you starving artists, things like that. So I did the thing. I got a job. I did something. I went to nursing school and I got out and I worked as a nurse for 32 years, 35 in the field. And it was never what I wanted to do. I said, so I'm here, actually reinventing myself because I decided to go after what I really enjoy. And one of the things that I love that I didn't realize that I loved so much was I do enjoy podcasting. I had to look because yesterday I saw a bear run across my yard. Oh, so that's somebody at my door. No wonder. Hold on.